I'm driving across the United States without using paved roads. I'm currently somewhere in eastern Utah, and this is day 11. I'm feeling amazing. I had probably the best night's sleep I've had in a long time last night. It's just out solid. But yeah, so here we go. Moments like this put everything in perspective. When you see the sunrise early in the morning and the birds begin to wake up, you realize how little you really need in this life to be happy. So many people are lost and confused on the never-ending treadmill, trying to reach a certain destination that is sure to never come. But when you take a second and pause and just look around, you realize that you have everything you need already. So I came up that road, and then I came up this, and it was like, it's like vertical, but you can't really tell on camera. Around 10 o'clock at night, it was dark. Luckily, there's a full moon. And then there's a cliff. Yeah, it was sketchy. The red rocks out that way, that's where I came from. You got this looking thing. It looks like the Grand Canyon out there. This morning, I went for a walk. There's a rock pile out there, so I wanted to see what that was all about. I mean, it took multiple men, like some time to like build that rock pile. And then there's another one out there, so they're markers for something. I have no idea what, like 500-pound rocks they moved around to make that thing. But on my little stroll, I found a bunch of cool rocks. This is my favorite, and it's absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. I'm up here on a cliff, looking over everything. Last night I watched the moon go all the way across. Now this morning I watched the sun come up. I see a thunderstorm brewing out there. Something came close to our camp last night. I was making dinner, and all of a sudden she got super angry, started barking, and ran after something. She chased something off. I think a coyote or a fox might have gotten a little bit too close. She's coming back now. Dog's come back. She's just been roaming all day, and all night. Like last night while I was eating, she just roamed around all night long. I yell at her if she gets too far away in the dark because I like to keep her close. Did you see anything cool? Did you see a squirrel? Did you see a fox? Did you see a coyote? Did you see a cow? You see a bear? A Sasquatch? A dragon? What did you see? You're just so fluffy, I want to pet those ears. I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. I'm using the fancy big stove because it's so windy out, but this is how you make the best coffee, and this is how I do it at home. Here's a tour of my dog's furry bed. Chunks of hair, and it's disgusting because it's in my mouth all day long. This is my closet. So I open up my bucket. As you can see, it's a closet because it looks like a closet. There's some clothes. Oh, that's my favorite shirt. I've been here all day. My favorite spot so far. This is the desert that I love. This place is just so magical. There is an energy in the air that you can only experience by being here yourself, with no one else and no distractions. If you've never been here before, I really encourage you to take a trip and come experience this place at least once in your lifetime. Enjoyed a cup of coffee sitting right here on the side of the cliff. Just right there, that's my seat, and I sat there for a long time just looking at that. We got thunderstorms brewing on the horizon all the way around us. I made a little nice rock collection that I'm leaving here in the hopes that I'll return here with my kids before too long, and they'll still be there, and I'll come get those rocks. That's what you call a flesh wound, but I think it just makes it look like it has a little bit more character, like the 11 days with the bugs in the grill. The road has been washed out, my friends. The road is no longer here. That's a solid 10, 12 feet-ish, 15 in the bottom. So yeah, the road just got washed out. That was quite the surprise. If you're coming out here looking for a golden banana, it's very important that you tread lightly in desert environments. A lot of people don't understand that the desert is a very sensitive ecosystem. The fact that they get very little water, it is extremely difficult for the plants to survive. And if they die, the entire place becomes what's known as moon dust. Nothing will ever grow there again for thousands of years. Always keep your vehicle on the trail and try to walk on established paths. The surface of the desert is often covered in a really thin layer of bacteria and fungus that hold the sand and the soil together. And as a fungal network, it distributes nutrients among all the desert plants that are all fighting to survive. This is a big issue we have in the United States, is that people driving off trail will destroy the environment, and then with that, the state and local governments begin to close the trail systems in the area to public. Now you have these vast open areas that are inaccessible. Make sure you pack out what you pack in, take only photos, and leave only footprints. The coolest things you see in the middle of the desert. Check this place out. So these dudes built this in 1937, and it's used to pump water out of the ground so that the livestock can graze out here. I think someone needs to tell engineering that it's no longer working, because it looks like it's supposed to come out of that thing and then fill up the trough. That's pretty cool, man. This is 100 years old out here. All right, friends, this is the view of day 11's lucky golden banana. If you want the GPS coordinates, subscribe to my YouTube channel. At the end of my journey, I'm going to release all the GPS coordinates for all the bananas that I've hidden in the most beautiful spots I find across the entire United States. The last few golden bananas have been hidden in difficult spots to get to. You could get here in a minivan or a Tesla. It's very easy. We're just outside of Moab. Kids, if you're watching this, tell your mom she can come out here, get a hotel, take you out here, get the golden banana, and she'll be safe. She's not gonna be stranded. She has cell phone service the whole time. Come do a little adventure. You guys will love it. I would love for like some little kid convince his mom and dad that he needs to go on a weekend vacation. Weekation? Look at this view. I hid it here because those are the mountains I'm going over, and I see there's snow on them already. Some of the passes are not passable if there's snow on the roads. It'll be exciting. I have no idea what the future holds for me, and I'm really excited about it. It was at about this point that I began to get homesick. There were mixed emotions, because on one hand, I really missed my family, but on the other hand, I knew that one day my young kids will be grown and likely watching this video series with their kids. And the thought of that made this trip seem timeless and more important than it already was. Made it to Moab, Utah, and loaded up on supplies. The dog ran out of food, we ran out of water, we had a couple things. Our water jug had a hole in it, so we had to figure out a fix for that. But here I am at a Mavericks gas station. I will drive out of my way to come to a Mavericks gas station. They're awesome, and they have the best food, and they have the best prices on snacks, and obviously gas prices are the same everywhere. So anyways, I drove by like 5 gas stations to get to the Mavericks here in Moab. Now I have about a half hour of sunlight, so I need to get into the mountains and find a camp, and I bought a steak, and I'm gonna make some food, and I got new water, the dog has food. I'm gonna try to take a shower in the middle of nowhere, get cleaned up. I'm pretty dusty from today's adventure. Look how cool this place is just outside of Moab. This is just the east of Moab. I saw a bunch of kids on top of the rock, and I got a nice motorcycle guy making sure I obey the 15-mile-an-hour speed limit. Still behind the motorcycle going 15 miles an hour. That's a Toyota in my rearview mirror towing a big trailer. He also is thankful that this guy is going 15 miles an hour. I should be able to get out of Utah today. That's kind of the plan. Obviously the sun's going down and it's late in the day. Look at these mountains that I'm going into. Just look how gorgeous this is. I've been all over Moab multiple times. I've never been to this part of Moab. We're probably only 20, 30 minutes outside of town, straight to the east, and it's gorgeous, and it's peaceful, and there's gonna be a full moon tonight. So my wife told me get a mason jar and put my water in it so I can set it out and have, I don't know, the moon is supposed to charge your water. So I told her I did, but I lied. But I have to drive now. And I have some hamburger that I want to cook tonight. And it's already chilly. Feel the cold air coming out of the mountains. So it's, gosh, it's just so fun being out here. I'm homesick, but it's so fun. You will not believe the view I wake up to. Click the link right now so you can watch day 12.